Hello everyone, my name is Venkatesh and welcome to my channel. Friends, in this video, we are going to discuss about one of important topic in corporate world, that is future leadership skills. Friends, today's leadership skill may not useful in the future. What are the skills, what are the mindsets we need to develop to become successful in a future as a leader? That's what we are going to see in this video. The first and the foremost, friends, the old way of command and the control is dead. It will not work anymore in the future, especially in the corporate world. So what will work? Friends, the next decade will be belongs to the leaders who serve, who explore and balance a technology and the humanity or humanity in their organization. So how it is going to be to execute the same? What we are going to discuss four type of mindsets and five types of skills. So what are those mindsets and the skills? Mindsets are global citizen. He need to think as a global citizen. Second mindset is a servant leadership, explorer and chef mentality. Coming to the skills, as a leader, he should have coaching skill, futurist, he need to see the future, what's future is coming, technology teenager, and the translator. So how it's going to be in an elaborative way that we'll discuss. Coming to the mindset, first is that think different. As a leader, he should think differently. He should approach any problem in a different mindset. The global citizen mindset we discussed earlier. So what it mean? It means he should think globally. What's happening, let's say in the Europe, what's happening in the Latin America, what's happening in the Middle East, and he should incorporate that's all business development, business changes in his organization. So he can be easily do business in the globally by understanding the global situation. At the same time, he need to change his mindset, because friends, each and every country has a different business kind of development, but at the same time cultural beliefs. So every leader should understand their cultural sensitivity, cultural beliefs, and he need to balance without disturbing their beliefs. At the same time, he need to understand the climate change, because climate change directly or indirectly is impacting on his business. The second is the inequality. European, just to give an example, European, treat other countries, especially Asian countries, as a third world country. So need to understand the inequality in between regions and the country wise. Also technology, because to see the positive part of the technology, what I can say is that by using technology we can reduce the gap, we can take the positive advantage of that technology. For example, Zoom platform, by using Zoom platform we can connect anyone or everyone on that platform. We can have a call in Europe, we can meet face to face. It's like not a face to face, but it will have that impact, meeting face to face, let's say in the Brazil, etc. So how you are going to execute that? That is a big question. To execute that, you as a leader should develop that global citizenship mentality. At the same time, you need a same mentality team to take this forward, because everywhere you cannot travel, everywhere you cannot execute, every strategy you cannot execute. So you need to develop, you need to create a global mindset type of team under you. The next mindset, which is the servant mindset. You as a leader should not expect your team to serve you. It should be other way around. It should be, you should think, okay, how I'm as a leader, I am serving my team, or how better I can serve my team. What it will do, or what it will affect in a real life example, is that you will empower growth, you will build trust within your team if you just change the mindset of your serving to your team. And then you will listen to your team more at the same time. The next superpower as a leader is empathy. You should not think every I would say the problem or every point from your point of view. You should think every point or every problem from your team's point of view. If you start thinking from their point of view, then the 50 to 60% of the problem will not arise, because you are empathizing. It may be personal problem, it may be the professional problem. So empathy is a superpower for any leader, whether you are in a personal life or whether you are in corporate environment. The next is the coaching mentality. Coaching mentality means leader will say, okay, these are the things which I'm expecting from you, A, B, C. But the coach mentality or servant leadership, he will help him or her to achieve that. The next currency is the curiosity to learn more, because to stay updated, to stay relevant in today's world, you need to develop curiosity mindset. What is happening, let's say, in the Bitcoin? What is happening in the technology? What is happening in artificial intelligence? What is happening in the geopolitics? So all, to learn all the things or to keep updated in all aspects, you need to develop curiosity mindset as a leader. Coming to the next, that is the courage to explore. Explore to the new market area, explore to the new therapy area, or explore to the new product division area. Unless you are not exploring, you will not get success. Because if you are exploring, let's say in the 10 division, different division, you may get success 1 or 2. But if you don't explore, or again, to give the example, if you don't explore in a different geographical market, then you will not get success. So to always have a explore mentality or mindset in order to achieve success in today's competitive world. The next is the innovation. Innovation is very important, friends, because without innovation, you cannot run your organization long term. You may have products which after some time may get outdated, but if you invest on innovation, you will have new products every 6 months, every 3 months, which will give you the new revenue, more revenue, and the more profitability for your organization. Well, balancing technology, humanity, again is very important part today's corporate environment, because technology is there. You can buy technology, you can outsource technology. Technology is changing rapidly, but at the same time, you need to balance technology with the people, with the humanity, because without human, you cannot run technology. With the help of only technology, you cannot make the success. You need a human. So how you are going to balance technology with the human, that is a very important skill in a nowadays. So you need to learn that, keeping first human, your team, your people first, and then the technology, because technology can be hired, can be purchased anytime. So how you are going to balance this AI as a tool? So by maintaining, or by practicing emotional intelligence, by understanding human values to your organization or in your organization, then ethical leadership in a digital age. I have seen most of leaders are ethical, but if you follow unethical way to achieve something, then it will not have long term benefit for your organization, also to your personal life. Master the craft is another point which I wanted to discuss with you. Craft in terms of leadership, like the basic things, coach your team, don't dictate your team. This is a basic point, but it's very important. Constructive, give the constructive feedback, that your subordinate should not feel offended while he giving you the feedback. At the same time, you should receive the feedback from your team. Build the capability of your team, because if you are spending more time on training and the development, your team will become capable. If your team becomes capable, then they can achieve any success, whether it's in the business, whether it's in the operation process. Listen actively. This is again very important part. If you listen 80% what you are saying and just 20% you need to, in an open forum or in your meeting, then employee will feel, okay, my voice is getting heard in this organization. At the same time, the another important factor is a see tomorrow and act today. See the future, what's coming in terms of new product launch, in terms of the technology, how they are incorporating technology in their products. See the future and act today. Start to implement that technology or whatever may be future, future techniques, the features in your product today. The next thing is about curiosity about tech. Friends, if you see, in nowadays, most of teenager, young age people, they are very savvy in terms of the technology part is concerned. But old leaders, they are not savvy in terms of the technology. So be or develop that teenager mentality, young mentality, Gen Z mentality when it comes to the technology. The next important point is, be a bridge between strategy and the execution. What I mean is that every 3 months or every 6 months, any organization will have a different strategy. So understand that strategy first, and then explain simply that strategy to your team in a simple language, in a simple manner, so they will understand, they will execute. So become a bridge between organizational strategy development, process and the execution. So if you make it a bridge, and if you explain to this simply to your team, that it will have a more impact. The next important thing is that have a kind of a different team. I mean, you may hire some team from a different religion. You may have some team member from the different regional area. So if you have a diversified team, then you will have a diversified solution for the same problem. So maybe you can include a female woman or female colleague in your team. They will have some different mindset. They are very micro, they're very strong, their micromanagement is very strong when it comes to the finance. So have a diversified team, so you will have a different point of view for the same problem. So let's let's take the real life example, how it will work. The point number one which we have discussed is the global mindset. if you develop a global mindset, in the morning, let's say you will have a call in, let's say, in the Japan or in a Singapore, and then in afternoon you can have a call with your clients in the Europe, and in the evening you will have call in the Brazil or the Mexico. So you are, because you have a global mindset, you can connect with the three different time zone, or you can connect with the three different regions at the same time. Safe mentality, which I have earlier told you. So as a leader, you need to balance 4 5 point as a safe. So it should be, you should balance ethics, human values, emotional intelligence, technological tools, and the data and the automation in your day-to-day work. And you need to mix everything in a proper proportion, should not be exceed, should not be less, as a chef does in his restaurant. So friends, these are the some points which I thought is very important to become a successful leader in the future. Last but not the least is that leadership is not a title. Leadership is a mindset which can be learned like any skill. So that's it, friends, from my side. I hope you will like this video. If I'm missing anything, please feel free to comment in the comments box. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video.